Hello Internet, welcome back to Cataclysm, our tutorial series. We're going to, I think we're ready to just throw everything in our vehicle. Actually, we forgot to assign a battery section, so custom, we're looking for custom filter battery. I don't know if it needs to be capitalized, we'll put it lowercase. We'll call that custom battery. Put that on the recharger. This way, hopefully we bound everything to vehicle parts. This way it will dump all of our batteries into this. Oh, actually, this had a recharger in it. What does it take to install a recharger? Let's go to a cargo space and see recharge. We do have the skills to do it, so I want to rip out. Let's grab all these batteries. There's no great way to do this. Just grab all the batteries. Pick them all up. Dispose, yes. Store in inventory, yes. We should have everything out of it. We'll dump them inside because they're just going to get sorted here in a moment anyway. And let's pull this out and replace this with a cargo space. That way it can accommodate more. So we have to take out the recharging station, unfortunately. We have to take out the box because that's a small... Basically, whatever you install the recharging station onto is what dictates its size. So what we want is the cargo space. Why can't I don't have a welder. Yep. So we'll pop in. Not sure where we dropped the welder, actually. No, Lyle Darden. We're looking for a weld. Welder is to my east. Okay, so we just dumped it on the ground here. It does have enough charge, so we don't have to worry about our batteries being finicky. Let's go ahead and install cargo space because the recharging station will adopt the size of the container it's installed on. So we want the biggest container possible. Just because batteries, we do have a lot of batteries. I don't think they're very large, but it's one of those things where it's like, why not just do the best you can? Still can't install that V12 engine. We took it with us because it's so powerful, but... And we'll install this. And we should be good. And we have a frame left. Why do I have... Because of the box. I also was thinking we should replace this seat with a proper reclining seat so that if our character, our NPC does want to sleep, he can. Let's pull it out. It might not even be... Oh, it's too dark. Yeah, okay. Never mind. I'm pretty sure he can sleep in a regular pile, a regular chair. So let's just sort everything. Sort my loot. And this will take a very long time, I imagine. What else can I even talk about? I was talking about wins that I've experienced in the last week or so. Things going a little bit easier. So I just ordered some. So let me explain my setup to you. Currently, I record using a $30 microphone that I got off of Amazon. I have none of the other... I didn't make a wood pile. Also, you didn't sort everything possible because you left a ton of food behind. Why did you not sort my food? Okay, let's make a wood pile. Wood. Yes. Save. And I want you to sort these as well. Lyle Darden, is something over there? No, it's not Lyle Darden. It's just me. Lyle Darden, it's okay. No, don't wait. Stop hauling, please. And sort again. Sort again. Sort my loot. Should pull all the wood out. That sounds bad. No, it's fine, Lyle Darden. So we're taking all the wood out. It also didn't take... the nails, which the nails are spare parts, I thought. So I'm uncertain of why it didn't take that. Didn't take our sticks or chemicals either. So it looks like it's not sorting items that are in containers. Also, I didn't make a weapons pile. We can just stash that with guns, which are here. Volume... What is the storage of this? It's already very full. Probably because of the absurd amount of ammunition we have. Also, we don't need all these guns. A lot of them are garbage anyway. What is this pile? What pile is to my northwest? One northwest is nothing. Okay. So that can be our weapons pile. Add weapons. This will give a place for our grenades and things that aren't going to interfere with our large amount of guns. Why didn't these get sorted? These are vehicle parts and spare parts. They should have been sorted as well. Sort my loot. Ignore. Lyle Darden, calm down. You sorted out every item possible. Yeah, but I can see that you didn't. These are vehicle parts. And these are spare parts. Do I not have a spare parts tile? Spare parts, I do. What is in the spare parts? It put batteries in the spare parts. It's supposed to put batteries in here. Why did it pick up some parts but not others? Okay, well, what am I missing? Containers. Okay, corpses. I don't care about either of those. Fuel. We don't care. Ignore. Items inside of this zone are ignored. No. Mods. We have a mods pile, don't we? It doesn't look like I have a mods pile. Let's put those on the weapons pile. Yes. Yeah, now we have a mods pile. What else am I missing? Other. Miscellaneous items. Okay. That might be what we're missing. Sort. Yes. Sort my loot. See what this does? It still did not sort the materials. Okay. I mean, I'm out of things now. Spare parts. Vehicle parts. I literally have every one of these assigned except for a couple that don't matter. So why is it not sorting sheet metal and all that as a spare part? That's clearly a spare part. What category is this? Vehicle parts. So why is the seat not being sorted into the vehicle parts? Is it full? It is full. Okay. Okay. We would like to replace this with a cargo space, but that's not feasible at the moment, given the darkness. So let's just add another vehicle parts. Yeah. And call that as good. Sort it. Okay. It's still not picking up nails either, which are spare parts. So is our spare parts pile also full? Where is our spare parts pile? Spare parts. 2 to the southwest. So is this full as well? It is. Oh, we don't have space for all this crap. What is 1 to my south? Nothing. Is nothing. Okay, add spare parts. I would like to take a lot of this miscellaneous crap with us so we don't have to source random materials once we're there. Ignore Lyle Darden, please. So it's gathering up all the miscellaneous, like, yeah, like all that chitin would have been left behind, which would have been bad. So it's like, I would like to take as much of this material with us as possible. And why, I guess our wood is full as well. I would like to pull out the splintered wood and just have planks. It's because the things are not very large, unfortunately. So let's just sort, and it should pull more planks out. So that's probably full again. Let's check on it. Nope, more splintered wood. Well, how much splintered wood is left in the building is the question. Gather up all the splintered wood so it won't pop up in our... That should be it, right? Our fire pile is empty. Okay, go ahead and drop splintered wood. Oh, this is more work than I thought it would be. I thought this would be an easy conversion. Also, I really, really need these 2 items, so I'm not sure why they didn't get taken. And it, again, is not really taking our food and drink, even though we have very large... There's definitely space for more food here. No, stop. Stop. I don't know what this means. Examine. No, I want to see... There's nothing even on this pile. Isn't this our drink pile? One to my northeast. Yeah, it's perishable drinks. Where's my regular drinks? Yeah, so why is it not putting any of my beverages in here? Probably container related, because we don't have a space for containers specifically. Just drop these here. Where's the autoclave pouches? Where'd my autoclave pouches go? I literally just picked them up. Did they vanish into the ether? Okay. I mean, I'm not dealing with this. Disable achievements. Well, if the game wasn't broken. So we'll take just one stack. I'm not going to redo the whole stack, but we definitely need auto... Oh, it spawns them one at a time. I thought it spawned them per stack. Okay. Autoclave pouch. We had 49, so we'll take 48 of those. Because I'm just not dealing with this right now. I know that... maybe we duplicated them, but like I said, we had enough to last us for the rest of the game anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. Looks like we're going to have to manually sort through our food and drink here, because a lot of this is not being taken with us for God knows what reason. So just eat some stuff because we're hungry. Have some drinks. Sure, mineral water, why not? Drink some mineral water. Yeah. No, I don't really get why it's not taking stuff. I see it's not color coding the chocolate drink as toxic to us either, despite being lactose intolerant. Obviously, there's a lot of gallon jugs. Vegetable oil and cooking oil are pretty good. A lot of people will replace their tanks in their vehicle with oil. I never really do that. We could do that if we were so inclined. For now, I'm just going to try to pick up a bunch of this stuff. Dispose, yes. Drop the item. Dispose. No, okay, stop now. And we'll put these in our drink pile. So this is not fun. We're going to drop all this. Should drop the beverages out of our contents, out of the inventory as well. We can go ahead and drop the welder and goggles. So we have a little bit more space. We can drop the home wrecker. So we have more space in our inventory. Okay. Yeah, so my mic setup is basically a very cheap... this is not beverages. This is food. I want beverages. I have a cheap microphone, and basically that's it. I don't have... You know, a lot of people on YouTube have pop filters, and basically what that is something you put over your microphone. It's like nylon, essentially, or cotton or whatever, and it blocks pops. So like saliva in your mouth might pop or crackle or whatever, that kind of thing. Or if you're too close, it gives a little bit of that popping sound. So I bought a pop filter, among other things. I bought a new microphone because this is a cheap microphone that I'm going to spare you the details because I don't think a lot of people care. But I have a cheap condenser microphone which basically picks up all sound in the area. So for instance, when I hear a car outside or a family member in my house is talking, you can pick that up on the mic a lot of times, which is something I would like to avoid in the future. So I bought a new microphone that is dynamic as opposed to condenser. So that should help a lot with the miscellaneous sounds that we get picked up a lot of times in recording. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time. When I started the channel, I bought the cheapest microphone I saw that had decent reviews to it. And in hindsight, it's not a bad mic or anything like that. This is not our food pile. This is our food pile, and it's pretty full. It's not very full. So we'll drop this stuff. These are all being sorted as containers, if you see here. So it has a sorting mechanism for containers. The problem is that we don't care about the containers. We care about the food in the containers. It should be sorting by the contents of the container and not by the containers themselves. And we're just going to keep picking up stuff. Let's just be choosy here. We want the fast noodles. We'll take like 10 protein rations. Definitely lentils, pickled veggies. Flour we want, toastums, oatmeal, sugar. A lot of boxes with none, which is a bug. Graham crackers, pasta we'll take. Cornmeal for sure. We can't pick any more up. Ignore. So yeah, I got my stimulus check, which we talked about previously. It's $1,200 that's basically handed out to every adult American, and in my opinion, is not nearly enough money given the shortcomings with people, so many people on unemployment. And I understand they're basically printing money at this point, which can lead to a lot of problems. But also, I believe that this is a really big deal. So I believe that the check should have been larger, and I do believe they should be ongoing. I don't believe they should have been a one-time payment. For me personally, as a working person, it's just gravy, right? It's just extra money that I didn't have a month ago. But there are a lot of people who really need that money. And anyway, I'm not trying to get political and talk about my opinions, but it's my opinion it should have been more, and that they should have been looking after people a little bit better than they have been. Especially given how many other mistakes the government has been making lately. One particular government official, which we're not going to talk about. But hey, don't inject bleach, ladies and gentlemen. Don't inject disinfectant. I can't even believe that that's something that someone has to say. But anyway, so I got that check. And because I'm an adult, my first thought is like, oh, I need to save this money for like car repairs and other valuable things. It also ignored a lot of our medication here. I'm wondering if the med pile was full. And we definitely want the jackhammer. And yeah, all these chemicals are just going to go to waste, and it sucks real bad. We're going to take some with us, but what are you going to do? We'll drop the jackhammer on this pile. And what else do I have? Medicine. So we'll go to our medicine pile, check it for size. It's not even close to full, so there's no reason this stuff shouldn't have been picked up. Not really sure why it didn't sort those things. Okay. Where's our chemical pile? I'm looking for chemical. I wish this was in alphabetical order. I guess it's sorted by location. No, it's not, because this is closer than a lot of these things. So there seems to be no order to this at all. It should really be in alphabetical order if that's the case. Anyway, we're looking for chemicals. One to the northwest. Are you full? No way are you full. Yeah, so we can fit a few gallon jugs in there. Not very many, but we can fit a few. So these, because they're stacking, are likely full bottles. So we'll go ahead and grab some of the full bottles and see if they'll all fit. So yeah, most of that money is going to go to car repairs. We have space. And things like that. So for me, it just goes in the bank and is like, is safety money. It makes me feel comfortable to know that I have some money in the bank. In fact, my bank account is bigger than it has ever been, between that and the fact that I was already saving money. So definitely can't complain about it. And I decided that, you know, when I got this check, if I had enough money in the bank to be comfortable, I would upgrade something relating to the channel. And the microphone's an easy choice, because like currently, you don't know this, and I would take a picture of it, but I'm like white trash and my room looks terrible. Currently, when I record, is this everything? I feel like we've got everything at this point. We could take more food and more drink, but I'm not really worried about that, like at all. I would actually like to take all the beer, all the alcohol with us. Oh, there's a lot here. I thought there wasn't this much. Forced honey as well. We should take. The condiments don't really matter. We've already taken some fruit jam. Sealed jars of peanut butter, sure. Tomato soup, sure. Oh, tomato soups are open, that's right. Hopefully it still picked everything else up. Of course not. Why would it? Why would it? So we'll take the beer, as we just discussed, because we just did this. Yeah, I don't really care. Just give me the peanut butter, not the soup, and we wanted the sugar, the honey. Where's the honey? Forest honey. Oh, all the cans are open. That's right. Never mind. Screw me, I guess. So let's just come back and dump whatever we were able to pick up. I don't even care if it's on the wrong pile. Okay, I think we're good to move forward here. Okay. All right. Let's just go. If something's messed up, who cares, you know? We're going to be fine. Again, I would like to take meat with us, but we never got a freezer, so Lyle Darden, hello. Not yet. Come with me. And yeah, let's go. Actually, I want you to use this item. Offer what? So I can make him use a gun? Can we trade items? Can I just take your stuff? I don't think I can. Give me the... Where's my M4, Lyle Darden? Why don't you have an M4? And Stanag Rags. I gave you... It's just gone. It's just gone. And why isn't it displaying a total of what it costs me to take these things? Looks like a deal, accept. Sure. Let's go. Let's just go. I'm gonna drop the garbage. Come on, man. Let's hop in the car. I don't get why he's not using his gun. Or anything. And I don't know where the gun went. So he should pop around in that passenger seat. And we're going to head off. Now, where are we going? Like, really, where do we want to go? We're going to go up here. We're going to cut through the forest. Or the, hopefully, empty tiles. Worst case scenario, we can probably hop on the road over here. And I would like to be... Honestly... It's pretty small, but this one's quite large. I'd like to be between two big towns. This is a pretty big town. Yeah, like right here. Problem is there are forest trails, which likely means there's a lot of trees here. And this is a bridge. So we would have to come through this town most likely. Driving in a town you've never been to before can be problematic. I would really like to be located between the two towns though. We could try. We can try to head up there. Driving is something I'm really bad at in this game. Let's save. Because if things go bad, I'm just going to be furious. Flip on the headlights. Let's go about our business. Come on, Lyle Darden. Let's go for a drive. Anyway, hopefully he ate and drank and is good. Oh, good, we hit the bicycle. That's what I meant about the rear end kicking out when you drive. Driving in the dark is not great either when you've never been to a town before. Let's speed up a little bit. We know it's more or less clear here. And we're just going to drive. I don't really know a good way to do this. Probably still would like to cut through the field to circumvent driving through town. We can just go up here. Sorry, my voice cracked. That does happen. So we're just going to head north. Quite a ways. Oh, that's right. Quite a lot of blockages. This is why it's not good to drive in a town you've never been to, because you don't really know what roads are blocked and which aren't, and if you get overwhelmed by enemies when you're kind of having to slow down and make these, you know, navigational turns, it can be a little bit difficult. Let's just ride the sidewalk here. And yeah. Oh, so the microphone. Yeah. So currently my setup, cheap microphone, like $30 on Amazon. And it's fine, you know, but it does pick up a lot of noise. It does pick up my mouth sounds and my heavy breathing because I have some breathing problems. So, Squirrel, you're why are you still alive, Squirrel? I mean, I'm only going 8 miles an hour, but it's a squirrel. Gonna avoid these zombies here. There's no reason for us to fight them. Another little APC there. We could pull the ammunition out of... what gun is on this one? M240. M240 is that the 50 cal? We could pick up some more 50 cal ammo, possibly. I don't really want to deal with that. Let's just go. Get out of here, Joker. Loaded with charges but cannot have any. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Do we get any hop-ons? Doesn't look like it. So we'll just keep driving north here. Again, when we're in a field, all we really have to do, looks like a cougar. A cougar? Oh, is a wolf came to fight us? I don't know what you were thinking, man. I'm driving. When you're in a vehicle and you're driving through fields like this, you really just need to avoid the boulders. Everything else is fine. If you're going really slow, these shrubs and stuff can stop you in place, which can lead to some trouble if you're like in a dangerous situation. What's another shelter? So here's the problem. First of all, where are these zombies at? Right on, yeah. So here are a couple problems. One, this one is attached to town. So stopping here would require us to clear out a little bit of a horde, and Lyle could potentially be in danger. Two, it's the rundown shelter, so most of the stuff inside is not going to be good. It has the graffiti and whatnot. Can we look at this while we're driving? Yeah, so like graffiti, the broken windows. So most of this is already empty, but on the roof is likely, there's always a solar panel as far as I know. So it could be an opportunity for us to pick up a second solar panel, which is something we've been completely missing. We only have the one solar panel. Normally I would stop. I have an NPC. I don't really trust the NPC not to get himself killed. What I would do if you were in this situation, I would recommend parking back here somewhere. That way the enemies from the road have to go through the building and they're not going to just walk up to your car and start beating it to death. And it's nighttime, so we can't deconstruct in the nighttime. So I think we're just going to drive around it and ignore it. But that is one of the reliable places to find a lot of chickens as well out here. Reliable places to find a solar panel. We talked about that a little bit. A fishing pond. Let's get on the road, I think, at this point. Again, I'm worried about the zombie density. We're seeing quite a lot. Lyle, that's a grabber. I believe grabbers can grab you out of vehicles. So let's just hope that that doesn't happen to him. Sounds like something bad is going on. Yeah, okay. There's a solar vehicle as well. There's nothing here that we can see because of the limited vision of us at nighttime. I think our goal is to just plow through this town and completely ignore everything that we see. So we've already know where the roads are. So we should be able to track this up pretty far as long as we can keep most things out of our path. Now there is a zombie in our vehicle with him and he's still wielding his hat. And I don't understand this character. Also there is a shocker which may shock us through the vehicle. And we need to slow down unfortunately because of the other things that are here. Looks like Lyle was able to dispatch the one in his doorway. Remember we discussed they don't really move very much if they're in your vehicle while you're driving. So this guy's not really a threat to us. He may smash some of our furniture, but probably not enough to cause us any real headaches. So we're just going to continue plowing through town, I think, as long as we have clear roads. And we'll assess the damage once we arrive where we're going. Top of downspout, okay. We can juke right here. So let's try that without hitting anything with our vehicle. Great. And honestly, these roads have been very clear. This is a... What is this? Why does this have solar panels on it? I don't know what this vehicle is. Luxury RV. Okay, that's why it has solar panels. Let's slow down and see about making this turn. We do unfortunately have a passenger. What I can do is shoot him while we're driving. Oh, I can't? Why? Because I'm not wielding my gun. Can I wield my gun while driving? Okay. Listener zombie grabs you. Yeah. How clear is it? Pretty clear. Let's take a shot here. Okay, took care of him. And let's continue driving. Again, the one in our back, not really a threat to us. We might clip a mirror here. Dog, you shouldn't have been there. And again, I'm just trying to break through to this kind of rural area. And I would like, even though we're at 30 minutes, I would like to do that before I call the episode. Gonna have to swing wide here. Looks like another RV. I believe we did hit something when our back end kicked out. Let's slow way down here, unfortunately. And, okay. And as long as the bridge is clear, we should be fine. So let's swing north. I'm hearing... Oh, he's attacking that enemy. Okay, I really wish you had not lost the gun I gave you, Lyle. But we will, again, try to equip him. Oh, we're getting attacked again from the passenger seat. Let's go ahead and take some shots. We're almost through internet. And this is, you know... Oh, this is a problem for a couple reasons. Number one, the bridge is blocked with a minefield. So if you don't know, a little tidbit of information. Minefields used to spawn all around Cataclysm, all around the world. They would just spawn in random locations. This was changed so that, because it just seemed a little unfair to a lot of people. And a lot of people, you know, maybe didn't see them, would die. It wasn't very new player friendly. I was fine with it. But they changed them, so now they only appear at bridges. Now, when they appear at bridges, they're supposed to appear on top of the ground. So you would think we'd be able to see them, but there is also a barricade here. So there's unfortunately no way for us to safely get through there. So what I'm thinking, this river probably cuts right here and into this area. So we can't really safely drive back here and just kind of hide because this river probably blocks a lot of this behind area. So what we could do is go right and hope for the best, but I think also the river will be over there. So what I'm going to do, I think, is hook right and see if we can just come out somewhere in here. I'm not sure where the river begins or ends. We maybe could circle around it. It really just depends on what we see. So unfortunately, our plan is not going to work. It's literally right here. So that's not going to work. So we're going to need to swing our vehicle around. Again, we can't really safely drive over the road because we don't know where the mines are. So that ruins our plan. So let's shift instead our attention to moving into this area. I actually would prefer to be... This road does not connect in any sensible way. Let's just head over and head north here. Unfortunately, our plan has fallen apart, which of course... So this is not the road I meant to turn on. So let's get ourselves back on track here. Can't really drive here. Turn it around. Turn it around. We got to come from the other side. This is why I'm bad at driving, because it's a lot of these little inconveniences, a lot of these little, like, you have to change direction, you don't have enough space, you don't have enough space. We hit the tree, back up immediately before they swarm us. And I guess get up on the sidewalk up here. It's a zapper zombie next to us, but what are we gonna do, really? So we'll come up here. Having an acidic zombie could cause Lyle Darden a lot of problems if he gets in that seat, which he did not. Go ahead and kill the zapper. And I would shoot this, but I'm afraid we would hit the Lyle Darden. Kind of tired of this guy as well. That hit our kitchen unit, so that's not going to work. And then we just plow our way out of town. Is this not even... This is also not the road I thought it was. So we're still not safely out of town. Okay, how many more roads? 2 more. Okay, slow it down to weave in between here. This is something that I would love. It's another freaking barricade. This one may have turrets at it, because they're obviously shooting the enemies. So what I'm going to do is speed through here and hope we don't take a bunch of hits. Because we are in darkness, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue with the turrets, but you never really know. We've been grabbed, I believe, and ripped out of our vehicle. So we're going to get... Yeah, the vehicle is going to slam to a stop further away from us. Lyle Darden, get in the vehicle. Swap positions. He's not in the vehicle. So we're going to lose Lyle Darden if we do this. This has been one big bust. So since our entire plan hinged on... I didn't save before we left the base either, did I? After all that work I did putting things in the vehicle. Lyle Darden, get in the car. Please, get in the car. Ignore. With our gun, we can take these guys out. I'm concerned Lyle Darden's not going to make it. And he's not getting in the car either, which is concerning. And we really need him to. Why am I not able to shoot out of my windshield? Okay. Getting ripped out of your vehicle. Yes, the grabber zombies, as we discussed previously, are capable of... Loud Arden, please. Are capable of pulling you out of their vehicle. Out of the vehicle, which is definitely problematic. Dissolute Devourer. Loud Arden, get in the car. This episode has gone on entirely too long. He's chosen to charge the enemies like a fool rather than getting in the vehicle. I hit Lyle Arden. Excellent. Excellent. So, I'm tempted to just restart the episode. I don't like NPCs. Obviously, us getting grabbed out of the vehicle, that's my own fault. It is what it is. If we were alone, what would I do in this situation? If I weren't recording a tutorial series, I probably wouldn't have driven through the town the way I did in the first place, so this probably wouldn't even have happened if I were playing in my casual playthrough, because I'm much more cautious in my casual playthrough. But since we're here and there's nothing to be done about it, what do you do to salvage this? You kill everything, and you just deal with it. And if Lyle Arden dies, Lyle Arden dies. Ignore. Because I'm not really concerned about our health at the moment. Even with all of the enemies that we're seeing, the likelihood of us getting killed, not super high. Frankly, it's not super high. Ignore, please, with the messages. You missed that high of a percentage. Okay. And we're just going to try to protect Loud Arden. See, what I don't understand is why he didn't get in the car. He was moving around the front of the car as though he were going to get in it, so I don't really understand why he chose not to do it. I don't understand why he chose not to ignore. Yes, ignore. I need to reload. I'm not sure why he chose to engage them with his baseball cap instead of, the gun that I gave him. So mostly, although I am frustrated because we got pulled out of the vehicle, I'm frustrated that the NPC has not done anything reasonable the whole time that we've had him out here. So you can see I'm killing enemies left and right, trying to do my best to protect this idiot, and he's walking around with a baseball hat, a baseball helmet, bashing zombies. So I don't really get it. This is why I don't play with NPCs, because they're effing incompetent. And I don't like dealing with it. And because we're shooting in a town we've never been in, we're drawing all these enemies, because he's too stupid to just get back in the freaking car. Talk to Lyle Arden. Not yet, Lyle. Why are you even asking me about a relic when we're in the middle of combat? I want to give you some command rules for combat. Stick close to me no matter what. Follow you closely even when threatened. Yeah, okay, that. Get in the car. Get in the car, Lyle. We're out of bullets again. Ignore. Get in the car, Lyle. He's actively moving into the zombies now. I don't understand. We just told him to... Okay. I'm out. So, Internet, thank you for watching. If you bore with me this whole time, you're a saint, because God help me, I wouldn't have watched that. Okay, Internet, this is where I step in as the editor and take over, because basically I just rambled about why I was so salty over what just happened. So let's assess. Instead of being frustrated and angry, let's assess what happened. Now, when we were driving, we left our doors open. This is something we discussed when we talked about driving in the game. Always close your doors before driving. It's what led to us getting pulled out of the vehicle. And earlier in the episode, we had a scare where we saw a grabber and we thought it might take Lyle out of our passenger seat. So always drive with your doors closed. I don't know if NPCs close doors automatically or not. It looked like he didn't. So I don't know. That's definitely one problem. Us getting pulled out of the vehicle, I'm adamant. I don't believe we were going to die. We were never really in danger there. The problem was us trying to manage our NPC companion while also trying to get back in the vehicle, trying to clear his path. It was just very tedious and annoying, so I quit the game and basically save scummed. Which again, I would not do in my normal playthrough, but then in a casual playthrough, I wouldn't be using an NPC, so I wouldn't have had to deal with this. I would have jumped back in our car and driven away without incident. So basically, we got grabbed out of the car. We had to scramble to get back in the car. We killed a few enemies I believe, to facilitate our ability getting back to the car. And at that point, the AI decided to follow us because that's what his job is, to follow us. The AI in this game, I'm not going to sit here and badmouth it, but basically we told him to follow us, so that's what the AI was trying to do. Which led to him getting out of the car, getting surrounded. I have no idea where the M4 we gave him went. Obviously, that would have made things much easier. We would have been able to clear zombies much more efficiently. If we were doing this in our casual playthrough, I probably should have gone into a nearby building and just cleared out as much to get Lyle to move as we could. And then hopefully he would have followed us to relative safely, and we would have spent the next 15 minutes clearing out enemies. Like I said, I don't feel that we were in any real danger. Our health was fine. We had a gun with a worst case scenario. We switched to burst fire, and we get back in the vehicle and block and let Lyle die, essentially, while we protect ourselves. So I don't feel like we would have lost the character or anything. If you were playing this casually, I would probably recommend that you just let your NPC die, but our whole point was to make a faction camp, so we couldn't let that happen. And I just got salty and basically quit the game, and we're going to pick back up. We're going to take some precautions in the next episode to fix these problems. We're going to arm Lyle Darden so he's not smacking zombies with a baseball helmet, because God help me, I don't understand the NPCs in this game. Where did the gun go? Where did the M4 go? I don't know. But we're going to equip him. We're going to make sure the doors are closed. And we're going to maybe pick a different direction, since we saw that minefield was at the bridge. Although, for the record, I don't know that the minefield is generated until we get to the bridge. So it's possible that in our save scumming, that may not even appear in the next episode. But we're going to work it out. I just wanted to take over because in the video I got super salty and was basically just complaining and furious with the NPC, which ultimately, if I had closed my door and we had done this cautiously, playing the tutorial series, I've not been cautious at all in this Let's Play. I've done things repeatedly that I would say in the episode, I would say, hey, don't do this. This is just for demonstration. And that's kind of sort of what happened here. I would obviously never have taken my NPC. Maybe we should have put the seat in the back so that if we got pulled out, he wouldn't know it necessarily, and he might stay in his seat in the rear. I don't really know NPCs well enough to say how to do that, but we can take some steps to ensure that this doesn't happen again, so we'll be talking about that in the next episode. So for now, thank you for watching. This is definitely a long episode. Sorry about that. And I'm sorry, frankly, that things didn't work out, because that means you watched 40 minutes of an episode where I didn't really progress and do anything. So thank you for watching. Thanks for bearing with me, and I'll be back with more content in the near future, and I'll see you in the next episode.